Hey there, it's Rosie from Rosie's Path to Wellness. It's me, Rosie. Today I want to talk to you about something that I've been thinking about, or that I had journaled actually about last summer. And it was how, as we get older, we learn and we tell ourselves, and I guess society tells us as well, to stop caring about things as much. And so, what I mean is, like, when you're a child, you know that harming something else, another creature, another person, you inherently know that that's wrong. It feels bad. If we witness something that's wrong, we know it, we feel bad, we want to point it out, we want to say something about it. And as time goes on, we're taught to sort of desensitize ourselves, to look the other way, to not worry about it. It's somebody else's problem. Um, and I just started wondering, after so many years of doing that, what kind of cost is it having on me and my soul and my essence? And essentially, is it changing who I am as a person? And is that the kind of person that I want to change into? And so, and I understand obviously why we have to desensitize ourselves. Just so many things that are going on. We wouldn't be able to get through the day, honestly, if we did stop and care and think about every small little thing. Um, but yeah, it concerns me to think, after 40 plus years being on the earth and desensitizing myself, deep down, we always know there's always a little part of us that, even though we look the other way, even though we've told ourselves not to care, there's a small part in there that does still care. Um, and eventually, what harm is that doing to us? And for example, it's a few things that just came into my mind from my own life situation. Was when I was younger, and I was still a fairly new driver, but I was driving on my own, and I had hit a rabbit on the side of the road in the middle of the night. And I had cried for 2 or 3 days about that, just off and on, just crying about, like, being responsible for taking another thing's life. And of course, like, I didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. I was driving, I didn't see it. It ran across the road and I hit it. But for days, yeah, it bothered me. And I just remember the adults and other people in my life being like, "Who cares? It's just a rabbit. Move on." Uh, and it's little things like that that have happened over the years and over time that makes me wonder, like, would it have been so bad to actually just care? Um, or maybe it was because that made everybody else around me uncomfortable with their feelings as well, and their suppression of their feelings, and so they're telling me to not care about it. And again, it's the same thing sort of with eating animals. And I'm not here to push being vegan or vegetarian on anybody. I'm just talking about my own personal life. I've known for a very long time, once I connected the dots, that chicken is actually chicken. And for some reason, as a child, I never really clued in that a chicken is a chicken. The beef is a cow, the pork is a pig. You don't necessarily make those connections, especially if you're not living on a farm. You're not going to connect what I'm eating was the animal that used to be in the backyard. But as I've gotten older, obviously you make those connections, and then you desensitize yourself. You don't think about it. You eat it anyways. And then, again, like, over the years, and as time has gone by, I know deep down in my heart, I know in my soul that is wrong, and that that's not something I want to be a part of. And I know that, those animals feel pain. They have feelings just like us. When a baby cow is stripped away from its mother, that's causing trauma between those two animals, and it doesn't need to happen. And so for me, that's something that's constantly in my mind now as I've gotten older. And just all those years of, like, not worrying about it. I don't want to live that life anymore. And I guess my question to you is, if you've also been going through that sort of realization that, whoa, I've desensitized myself to so many things that I actually do care deeply about and I want to care deeply about. And I will probably sit around and cry about, because I am a crier. I feel deeply, which is probably part of the reason why I also kind of try to, like, forget about things and push them off to the side, because I cannot spend my day crying all day, because I wouldn't get school done, and then now as an adult I wouldn't get work done. And so you can't function in our society being that way. But what's the solution? And at what cost is it to yourself? Like, at what cost do we constantly push these things down, push them under the rug, don't care, when you know deep down, obviously, that you do care? And eventually, is it going to bubble up? I don't know. That's my question. That's something I've been thinking about. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I'm at a loss, and I guess it's just like a day by day, situation by situation, just trying to feel the emotion in that moment, not let it control you, and I guess move on, and of course make small changes in your life so that you're not taking part in those things that you've noticed actually do bother and concern you. Anyways, that's my little thought for today. If you have some feedback, I would really appreciate you sharing your thoughts with me. And so again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time. If you have feedback, if you have similar stories, if you have anything that you think that would be helpful, please share in the comments. And yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you. Peace.